What is going on, kids? Welcome to another startling video by me, the Sticky Elephant. And I don't know why I've called myself that, but it just sounds fucking cool. And it actually doesn't sound cool, to be honest. Well, I don't know, I'll let you decide. I just like elephants, and I like stuff that's sticky, basically. So I finished work for the day, and what better way to finish the day and get out on my bike and take some photos of her. I haven't actually taken any pictures of this bike yet, like proper photos with my professional camera. And some of you that don't know, I am actually a professional photographer. I do photography on the side. And before you start getting your pants in a twist, like what is a professional photographer, John? Like, what does that actually mean? Like, this is the simple definition of a professional photographer. If you take money off someone to take photos, then you're a professional photographer. It's as simple as that. And I do take money from people to take photos. People pay me, and maybe on one of the most important days of their life, which is getting married, I'm actually a wedding photographer, which I do on the side, and I have been for, oh god, 4 or 5 years now, professionally. So I thought to myself, you know what, I'm going to take a photograph or two of my lovely little beast, something else that is so beautiful and precious to me, my S1000RR. And this is when I'm so glad that I'm fucking single and I haven't got a bird. Oh my god, my last girlfriend, like when I had my bike, she was always going on at me. She's like, you and that bloody bike, you're always out on that bike. I was like, oh fuck off, like go and put some fucking makeup on or do your nails or something. Like, she was always fucking moaning at me because I wanted to be out on my baby, on my little baby, on my 2-year-old little rubber. So I had to fucking ditch her. Obviously it just wasn't the fact that, you know, I was out on my motorbike playing with my friends. There were other things that were to be taken into consideration in the decision of separation. But ultimately, she always used to piss and moan, and like if I wanted to do something like tonight and just chill out, like I've had a shitty day, well not shitty, but just a stressful day. It's a couple of days before the end of the month, and my full-time day job is in sales, and if you know anything about sales, as you head towards the end of the month, directors start getting twitchy bums because they want to pay their investors and buy new fucking Ferrari 458 sports cars and shit. And they're like, well, if John doesn't get that fucking sale, then I'm not going to be able to buy that fucking sports car. So yeah, I've had a pretty stressful day, and yeah, I wanted to get out. I was like, what can I do this evening, like while we have this lovely weather, even though it's been a bit shit the last couple of days. What can I do this evening? We have these lovely long evenings where sunset isn't until about 9:30, and I thought, well, I haven't actually taken any professional photos of my motorcycle yet, and I've decided to do that this evening and bring you along with me, you lucky little individual, you. And one thing I'll say, even before I get the camera out or anything, one thing that really makes or breaks a photograph is the light. Like how good the light is in a photo. How good the light is on your subject, rather. Whether that be a landscape, whether that be a motorbike, whether that be a really fit bird with her tits out. The one thing that is always going to make it or break a photograph is how good the light is. And natural light is generally okay, but the problem with that is every Tom, Dick and Harry today has a great camera on their phone, and they're all using natural light. There's very few photographers that actually know how to use off-camera flash, which is what I'm planning to do tonight, is to take a photo of this bike with some off-camera flash. I've got some really saucy lenses which I'll speak you through in a moment. So if you're interested, you know, you can have a little nose. And, you know, I'm going to put some links in the description, or like recommendations of the gear that I'm using, which does cost a few quid. But, you know, and I'm not going to put stupid little links in there where I get fucking 10p on every time you buy something. If you're interested and you want to examine it further and have a little nose, then feel free. All the shit is going to be in the description below. I felt as though my brain was going to melt down earlier. I'm actually in a pretty good mood, which I am most of the time, to be fair. I'm a pretty positive individual, but I really felt a little bit stressed today, just feeling the pressure ever so slightly, and yeah, surprisingly I don't feel too bad. So where am I going to park this? So I've already given this a little bit of thought, and I'm going to give it a bit of this, I think, like that. Yeah, I'm going to give it a bit of that. And I don't know how much of the old Photoshop I'm going to be using. Is it recording still? Yep, haven't run out of battery, so I'm not just talking to myself, even though I do that quite a lot. I think that looks pretty awesome, actually. That's a pretty good little, yeah, with all of that in the background, maybe a little bit of Photoshop accent. See, I'm already thinking about the composition, and I think that looks pretty sick, really. And if I show you some of the shit I brought along with me, I don't know if you can see, but it's so windy. So I'm all packed up, I'm ready to rock and roll and go back home. And that's one thing when you take photos on your camera, you don't really know if you nailed it or not until you actually get them back onto the big screen at home. So I don't actually know if they're going to be any good, but where's my strap on? I'm going to go home now and have a little play. But yes, guys, I'm hoping that you found that useful. And yeah, again, if you've got any questions, put them in the comments box below, and I'll try and help you out as much as you can. I've always thought that it'd be really good to photograph somebody with their bike, like a portrait with their motorcycle. That'd be awesome. I just haven't. Well, I don't know any of my friends that sort of would want to stand in front of a motorcycle and have their picture taken. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching as always. Any questions, put them in the comments box below, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one.
I need you more.